Hey y'all, I'm back with a new video. I finally fixed that Aaron Kita video so you can watch it. Honestly, I don't see a lot of Aaron Kita stuff. Probably cause they aren't as popular as most ships, but I still think it was fun to write. I love both of these characters so much and I hope that I wrote them in a way you enjoy. I did project some of my math issues and hatred onto Aaron because I can. I do have to give you a fair warning, are some grammatical errors that I didn't even realize until I was putting everything together, and honestly I was so tired of editing, the thought of going back and changing everything was painful. So just don't focus on that. Anyways, if you have any other ideas for videos or ships you want to see, let me know. I'm glad to take your suggestions. Thanks for clicking on this and I hope you enjoy this week's video. In which Kita finds a love note in his locker and it opens up new and strange feelings for him. Shinsuke Kita is a very organized person. He makes sure that each day everything is done properly and with care. Cleaning what's needed to be cleaned, practicing what he needed to practice, and studying what needed to be studied. He had a routine for every day. Nothing really changed. And yes, some people may say that it's boring, but it's what Kita preferred, what he was comfortable with. So, when what seemed to be a love letter showed up in his locker, he was completely thrown off. As I've gotten to know you, I've realized a couple of things. How pretty much next to perfect you are. I mean, seriously, you're a straight A student while I'm over here struggling in most of my classes, especially math. There is no way I'm expected to actually understand that stuff. You're an amazing volleyball player. The way you know exactly what to in any situation and how you seem to always stay calm no matter what happens. And that you are a beautiful human being inside and out. You make my heart skip a beat every time I'm around you. The look you give me with those eyes. There's just so much about you that I could go on about. All these things have made me realize you're way out of my league, but I still like you. I like you a lot actually, and I know this love letter thing seems kinda stupid, but I don't think I could say it to you in person. And even if I did, there's no way in hell you would ever feel the same way, but I've been holding on to these feelings for so long I figured that there was some way I could let you know how I felt, even if you don't know who I am. From your secret admirer. The letter made Kita smile a little bit without him even noticing. He thought the note was a sweet gesture. However, this was new to Kita. In all his 18 years of life, he never had anyone outwardly express these kind of feelings towards him, or enough for him to notice. He was a little oblivious when it came to those types of things. Kita neatly folded the note and slid it into his pocket and headed off to class. On his way, he ran into Atsumu, as he usually did in the mornings. One thing that may hopefully get Kita back on track. Good morning, Kita-san. How's your morning going? Good morning, Atsumu. My morning has been interesting. How about you? You seem to be in a particularly good mood. Well, my morning's going great. I turned off Osamu's alarm so he'd be late to school because he's been really pissing me off lately. What a mature way to handle that. I know, right? But yet I also left him a little present in his lunch too, so I might get beat up today, but it was worth. And almost as if was timed, Kita saw Osamu burst through one of the back doors to the school. He looked like he was genuinely going to commit murder. He locked eyes with Atsumu and started sprinting towards him. Well shit. Atsumu gave Kita a small salute before bolting down the hallway. Pray for me, Kita-san, and have a good day. Osamu stopped for a split second to say good morning before continuing his chase. Kita just laughed to himself at the borderline stupidity the twins sometimes displayed. Kita finally made it to his first class of the day, which coincidentally was his math class. Kita actually enjoyed math. He liked the system it had. No matter what numbers you used, and depending on the type of math of course, the system for solving a problem was always the same, which Kita appreciated, and it was very like Kita, he supposed. However, no matter how much he liked math, his thoughts were focused on this damn letter. He knew it was probably just a one-time thing from some random person, but the way the person talked about him, talked to him, the boy couldn't shake the feeling that it was someone he had felt a little closer to. But what did he know about feelings anyways? People never failed to mention on how dull Kita could be sometimes, or how we barely showed emotion. But the truth was Kita was just like everyone else. He felt emotion like everyone else. He just had a harder time showing it to other people. So, He settled for a tranquil and quiet composure. This person though, they brought something else out of Kita. But that was silly to think. It was just some letter he found in his locker from most likely someone random. Kita. Kita? Shinsuke. Just like that the boy snapped back into reality. You alright? Yes, I'm fine. I was just thinking about something. Oh, alright. Well, class ended and I saw you kinda just sitting here. You seemed pretty out of it the entire class actually. You sure you're alright? Had he really been zoned out that entire time? Yeah, don't worry about me. If you say so. Well, let's get out of here. Don't want to be late, yeah? Yeah. Kita swiftly collected his things and set off to his next class. As he parted his ways from Aaron, he ran into Atsumu once again. Hey Kita-san, how's it going? I'm Mallory. Oh wait, before I forget. What happened? When I asked how your morning ya said it was interesting. I found some sort of confession note in my locker. Wait, what? Kita, come back here. And just before Atsumu fully could process what his captain had said to him, Kita headed into his next class. Hey Kita, over here. Kita strolled over to where Aaron and a couple of his fellow teammates were sitting. Hello. A wonderful time for you to join us. I was just complaining about how confusing and pointless math is. He's actually making some pretty good points. Oh really now? I'm interested. Please, continue. Yes, of course. So as I was saying, there is no way that someone can look at the piece of paper with a bunch of random numbers and signs and just know what to do. Well, it's really not hard if. Well, unless you're Kita Shinsuke, of course. And tell me who decided to add letter to math. Letters? Like it was already unnecessarily hard and someone really looked at math and said, yeah, let's add a couple of letters in there just to add a little spice. Kita couldn't help but chuckle a little as Aaron passionately explained his hate for math. Aaron always was very humorous to Kita. Every time he was around Aaron, the boy could help but laugh a little or flash a smile. It was this presence Aaron radiated. No matter what was happening, if Aaron Ajiro walked into the room, you could relax a little bit and you'd feel a little safer. Kita wished he could be as bright and funny as Aaron. That wasn't in his nature though. However, Kita didn't mind admiring these attributes of Aaron from afar. You know Aaron, maybe if paid attention in math class you wouldn't have this issue. I do try to pay attention, I swear, but it's hard to, when the lesson is just so boring and makes no sense. Finally the end of the game, which meant it was time for practice. Though Kita wasn't as passionate about volleyball as people like Atsumu, he still loved the sport. Kita found it as a nice way to let all the stress or anger, if had any, out. It was nice to have something to focus on and slowly improve on. And since his mind had been scattered all day, he was really looking forward to volleyball practice. He got there earlier than everyone, as he usually did. However, when he entered the changing room, he was surprised to see a eagerly waiting Atsumu. Ha! There ya are. Ya can't run away from me this time. Kita, admittedly, forgot that he told Atsumu about the letter and he definitely not going to leave him alone about it. Well, come on, let me see it. I'd rather you not. You seem like the type to tell others my business, whether it's intentional or not. Kita-san, I'll have you know that I'm a very good secret keeper. Atsumu stated that with such confidence, though he knew truth from personal experience. Despite all this information, Kita took the piece of paper out of his pocket and reluctantly gave Atsumu. The blonde-haired boy looked it over, different emotions displaying on his face as he read the note. Wow, whoever wrote this has it bad for you, Kita-san. And I'd never thought you'd find a love note in your locker. Those things only happen in cheesy romance movies. Well, who'd ya think it could be? I don't really know, and it shouldn't be what we are thinking about in this moment. We have practice in a couple minutes. Kita-san, you are so boring sometimes, especially when it comes to your life. Kita decided to ignore Atsumu's complaints. The boy was looking forward to practice so he could temporarily forget about the note. However, all practice, it was the only thing he could think about. Who? Why? Was someone just pulling a prank on him? No one seemed to notice though, which was a good thing. In Kita's mind, he did really feel like telling anyone else. After practice, everyone had gone home after practice, except Kita and Aaron. The shorter boy liked doing extra cleaning after practice. Since he and Aaron walk usually home together, Aaron helped out as much as Kita let him. Hey, Kita? Yes? Are you sure you're okay? I don't you kinda seem off today. Not in a bad way of course. You just seem like something's bothering you. Kita was a bit shocked. He thought for sure he was hiding his emotions fairly well, but not well enough he assumed. Yes, I'm alright. I can assure you there's nothing you need to worry about. Okay, you know I'm always here. You ready to walk home? Alright. It is getting a bit late. The two boys walked home together, as they did every day, the sun slowly setting, the light outlining everything in a beautiful orange hue. The colorful leaves were being carried by the autumn breeze. They walked in a comfortable silence, enjoying the calming atmosphere. Aaron stole a few glances at Kita. A few the boys noticed but didn't think to question it. Did you see the twins this morning? Well, I saw Osamu chasing Atsumu down the hallway and they both got in trouble, if that's what you mean. Aaron lightly laughed. The other boy displayed a slight smile while shaking his head. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. They are truly just a pair of idiots. Oh, but there are idiots, unfortunately. Gasped Kita. I'm joking. Kind of. Genuine question. Could you help with math cause I have no idea what I'm doing. I keep on trying to pay attention but I always feel distracted, for some reason in that class. Oh yeah, of course. I can help you in class tomorrow. Really? OMG, I love you so Mew. I mean, well, you know what I mean. I just really appreciate it. Thank you. Anyways, this is my street do. I'll see tomorrow. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Left feeling a little confused, Kita walked the rest of the way home. It was the morning of the second day since Kita received his first love letter. He was about to open his locker until Kita-san wait. Well, open up the locker. I wanna see what poetic and heartfelt more your secret admirer has given ya this time. Atsumu, you realize how you are more invested in this than me. Maybe, but my love life is literally non-existent and I have you to vicariously live through. So open it. Although outwardly Atsumu was more excited than Kita, on the inside he was just as excited. The letter he got yesterday just left him a little excited. It made him feel happy. He was hoping that maybe his secret admirer left him another message. Kita felt very childish, having almost this. He didn't want to say it like that, but he didn't have any other to describe it. He had a crush. He had a crush on a person he didn't even know the identity of. Oh. Atsumu wiggled his eyebrows at the other boy. What? Just then Kita noticed as he was thinking. Atsumu stole the note out of his locker and read it himself. Roses are red. Violets are blue. The sun is super hot. And so are you. From your secret admirer. Now Kita was really caught off guard with that one. So much for poetic and heartfelt. Is that a little red I see in your cheeks? Gasp is the great Kita-san flustered. No. He was lying. I don't believe Yao. Kita. You know what, I think I'm gonna be late for my class. Goodbye Atsumu. Okay, I have fun thinking about you know what. In math class. Okay, wait. So let me get this right. You take the x and the 14 divided by 2 and that should equal 56 and you take that and cross multiply it? Quick side note, I didn't actually use real math, I just threw a bunch of math terms together, so don't come after me. Yes. You got it. Wait, actually? Shh. Both of them flinched a little, not realizing how loud they got. In a whisper. Yeah, you did. I'm proud of you. A big smile crept upon Aaron's face. I thank you. Thanks to you I might not fail this test after all. Of course. You know I'm always here if you need anything. You really didn't have to. I kinda feel bad for taking up your time. No, it's okay, I finished all my homework already anyways. Plus I enjoy my time with you. Really? They made eye contact for a good 5 seconds before Kita responded. He looked into Aaron's eyes, looked down and up again, and gave him a little smile. Yeah. So Kita, I was thinking about your little admirer Anne. Atsumu, it's the middle of practice, could you maybe focus? Yeah, but I think you'll wanna hear this. So I was thinking, right, if this person really didn't want you to know who they were, they wouldn't keep on leaving notes in your locker. Maybe they left like a secret message inside the notes. I don't, just something to think about. You might be right. I know. See, I can be helpful sometimes. Yeah, sometimes. What was that? Nothing. Get back to practice. When Kita got home, looking at the notes together was his first priority. He laid the 3 papers out in front of him on his bedroom floor, soon focusing on the beginning letters of the first word of each note. As, A. Roses. R. AR. What could AR mean? Alright, I'll admit, I'm not great at this. But I can't resist. I'll do anything to make you smile, even if it's just for a little while. You make my heart race. Just knowing you feels like I won first place. From your secret admirer. Alright, A. Now you know who I am. I hope this doesn't change anything between us. But I understand if you might feel uncomfortable. From your not so secret admirer. Now, N. Aaron. After practice, the 2 boys sat there in silence scrubbing away at volleyballs, both knowing that one had to speak up eventually. Keita couldn't take the awkwardness anymore. He couldn't think about this any longer than he already had, and said the first thing that popped into his head. So, secret admirer, how was your day? Aaron's eye widened. He looked up from his volleyball and into Keita's eyes. So you figured it out? Keita nodded. And you're okay with it? Keita smiled and nodded. Honestly, I think you should become a poet. That poem you gave me was truly a work of art. What was it? Roses are red. Violets are blue. The sun is super hot and... Oh God, please spare me my sanity and don't go on any longer. Keita laughed. Fine, but I'm hanging that one up in my room. Really? Personally, I think masterpieces should be recognized and put on display. I very much dislike you right now. Well, actually, according to this one right here. Aaron covered his face in a slight embarrassment. Alright, I'm done. Come on, we should probably start heading home anyways. Aaron and Keita walked beside each other, the same orange hue outlining everything. Keita noticed how awkwardly stiff Aaron was walking beside him, like he almost didn't know how to act around him. Then he realized he didn't actually tell Aaron how he felt. But Keita was bad with his words when it came to describing feelings. So, instead he moved closer to the other boy and intertwined both of their fingers. For the record, I think you're pretty hot too, Finn. Thanks for watching. I hoped you enjoyed this week's video. Have an amazing week, Red Heart.